It's done it again. I didn't even touch the damn thing. But anyway, the reason for the video is parking on industrial estates for HGV drivers. Now, I had to park in the services last night. It was all right, but the trouble is you get trucks coming in and going out. I'd say I got a reasonably good night's sleep, but the only problem is you got other noises. So, two little tips I'm going to give you. One, get yourself some earplugs. These are little orange ones. They come all different colours, yeah? So I've got a matching pair of earplugs. That's what I'll put in my ear. But a little tip is squash them down, roll them like that so they go small, and then put it in your ear hole. And if you're like me, doesn't fit in your ear hole very well, it takes a little bit of practice. And the other tip is, what do you do? When I say what do you do, I mean, where do you park? The problem with being a night out driver, I don't like the word tramper. I never have done, never will do. A night out driver is finding places that hasn't got well known by foreign drivers, and then you can get to the glory of parking up when you want to, where you want to, and it's quite safe. There's some no-nos, and that is, don't park where it's not lit. If you don't think it's safe, don't park there. But most industrial estates are reasonably good. Some places that are not well lit is easy pickings for diesel theft. If you're going to park, I try to put my tank against the bushes, or I try not to park in a lay-by that's got trees hiding the view from the road with no light. Yeah, it's all very nice to have it all dark and that, but this is what the thieves like, isn't it? And to be honest with you, you got to think about your load safety. In other words, what you're carrying. If you've got a curtain cider, they just cut the curtains. Touch wood, I've never had my curtains slashed yet. Perhaps I'm rather fussy where I park. Well, it's like tonight, alright? I'm delivering down the road in Leicestershire, and excuse me, bear with me for a minute. I'll try and fix that yawning. Here we go. Another little tip for you. Espresso coffee in a bottle. This stuff keeps you awake. It's very good. So bear with while I have a swig of it. Don't want to see me drinking it, do you? Rather nice when it's cold. So I've just got it out of my fridge. So I'll put that down there out of the way. The trouble is, as it's end of the day for me, and I'm winding, I start yawning my head off, as always. But to the point of going back to about parking, and that is, try to park on an estate or a building, not a building site, but a industrial estate that's got well lit. Try not to park on the industrial estate that's got a depot that's running 24/7, because you won't get a good night's sleep. Some little tips and tricks, you know, it's a lot of it is common sense, but for newbies that are new to this business of nighting out, where you're travelling to, say you want to go to, give you an example, where I am in Leicester, try to look at where you're going on Google Maps and do the drop pin, so you can see the little man, you can, where the Google car's been, you can follow the road round. By luck, right, what I was trying to do, where I was going to park, was I'm going to park in the gateway to the company that I was going to deliver to in the morning. But, excuse me, I found this little industrial estate on the right hand side as I turned round. I thought, oh, I'll have a look. And I was umming and ahhing, do I go up there? I thought, yeah, going to go up there. And then it goes to a dead end, then it goes to a right, and like it goes up to a what's the word, offices or like, and quite a big car park. So I spun it around the car park. They got all these like block paving or whatever it is, and I thought, hopefully I don't drag any of them up with my tyres because I'm loaded. All I've got on is slabs of decorative flooring. There's no value in it really. It's just what you put down on your patio, those sort of things. So I spun it round, pulled out the gate. It goes down the hill a little bit, and this is my other tip for you, right? And there's, because I'm parked on a slope facing downwards, and if you just stop there, you end up rolling out of bed halfway through the night, because you know what it's like. You turn over and you end up, kissing your bleeding back of your chair. Drop your air suspension on your unit, so your back axle, the suspension drops down to the back axle. That gives you a little bit more levelness in the unit. That way, you won't, when you turn over in bed, you won't be rolling out of bed. And it's the vice versa. So if you're parked uphill, what you can do, either leave it like it is, so you're rolling back towards the bed, or you can level it up by raising your suspension to do the opposite effect, so you're leveling it out. Little tips and tricks of the trade. Hopefully that'll help you, get you started. If you're interested in more, leave a comment down below. If you want some tips on certain things, let me know. But as a truck driver, I've been doing this 41 years, and I think I know just a little bit now. So hopefully those little tips will stand you in good stead. So yeah, any questions, leave them down below. Please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks very much everyone. Take care and safe trucking.